kingdom of heaven.
They say the kingdom of heaven, the gold and the precious rubies and everything is gonna be so bright, you ain't gonna need no heaven, no sun or no moon.
Right.
It's just gonna shine like that.
Yep.
I can't even imagine that.
Right.
It's just shine.
You know, it's just shining. Everything. We gonna be shining.
Hey, so if I may, to kind of tie
Ecclesiastes, a wisdom maker for man's face to shine.
I'm gonna tie it back into what we was talking about earlier, right? About how Jake, even before the desire, Jake look at the things of this world, right?
Yep.
Well, Jake can't even understand how the things of the kingdom is gonna be so great. They too busy looking at the darkness of this world, thinking that that's light.
They got that computer, not Slovakia, the brothers in, I think, Texas. They always say it all the time. Jake got an apartment mentality.
Yeah.
They just trapped in a little box, man.
Yep.
A one bedroom, one bathroom, studio apartment mentality, man.
Yep.
You know?
They can't get out of that.
Can't get out of it.
They don't, nor do they want to. Go from what do you call it? Studio apartment to studio apartment.
Yeah.
You know, not desiring to be better.
One room shack and shit.
Hey, I gotta bring it up, right? They got that definition of mentality. They got that of insanity. Mentality. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing expecting something different. Jake always do the same thing, expecting to get out of these curses, to get rich and whatever else, not realizing you're doing the same thing that's been done to failure so many times. Until this is where you get rich at. This is where you get rest at. All the answer to everything is right here, but in its proper context. That's how you achieve and get things higher and get to a higher level in life, upgrade your life.
Hey, this may not get you the latest Maybach or Audi, but this will get you a chariot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which is
made of fire.
And which don't need which don't need gas.
It don't need gas. It don't need oil changes.
Yeah.
No steering wheel.
Yeah.
Travel to the next dimension.
Never break down.
Yep.
It defies the laws of gravity.
Yep.
It can change
Laws
colors. It
of
can
physics.
get decked out on you if it wants to.
Yeah. The latest picture, it can be invisible.
Yeah.
Like the chariot the brother just posted. It was just a circle of smoke.
Yep.
If you walk around with an emerald on your chain, Jake will look down on you. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's about ice. It's about diamonds. It's diamonds up in this.
What was that?
Diamonds is the lowest fucking Diamonds is the lowest fucking mineral in the earth.
And it's the most abundant.
And it is the most abundant.
And just because they don't
It's
give
not
it out
precious.
to the people. Yeah, they
It's
don't
not
give it out to
precious.
the people like that.
All right. You want to shut shit down? Walk around with a piece of emerald, man.
Right.
A janeth, man.
Sapphire.
A sapphire.
A ruby.
You know.
Opal.
Amethyst.
Yeah, Ophir.
Ophir. Oh yeah.
You know.
Ophir. There's a bunch of precious, righteous stones out there.
Yep. You know.
Jake see that Esau got diamonds and they gravitate to that shit.
But Esau don't even rock diamonds.
Yeah.
That's nigga shit, man.
Right.
Niggas in that apartment mentality.
Yeah. Niggas like chrome and diamonds.
Yeah, just diamonds.
Worthless
Chrome
shit.
and diamonds. I wear it in my teeth.
Worthless.
I wear it in my ear. I wear it on my neck. You know? Straight up. Yeah, man. Whatever, man. Yeah, man. So, hey, the kingdom of heaven, man, it's glorious.
Right.
All right? It supersedes this shit. This ain't shit. This ain't even a kingdom to me.
No. This is an empire. I call it an empire.
Exactly. It's a real kingdom. Women don't have say so.
No, the kings rule that.
Kings rule kingdoms. You know? This right here is just the empire of Esau, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Empire of wickedness.
That's it.
Established on wickedness, that's right.
You know?
Anybody have something?
Somebody give me Isaiah 65 because we're going back to about the blessings overtaking us. And then the brother read in Psalms where it says, we're gonna have our heart's desire. Even when we thinking about what we want, the Lord gonna already have it there before we even think it. Like basically, right before we request it, you're gonna have it already in abundance, man. You know, look at all these future concubines, man.
Yep.
All of them. Look.
Yep. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't
And
wait.
they can't wait.
Can't wait. Deep down, they can't wait.
They probably thinking like, y'all like us? We here in Vegas for the weekend.
Yeah.
You know?
Go ahead, 24, 65 and 24.
It's Isaiah chapter 65, verse 24. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear.
Read that again.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer.
Hey,
Before you even call.
He gonna bless you when it's going from thought to your mouth.
Yeah.
Before it gets there, look how it's already gonna be showing up.
By the time you finish speaking, it's already,
It's already
there.
just
gonna
been
be right
done.
there.
It's done.
Just thinking
It's
about
just
that.
done.
It's gonna be right there waiting for you, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's that spiritual power.
Yeah. You know? That's how we gonna have it, man. So why be envious of this shit? If you really envious of this and you really want this right here, right now, you don't have any faith at all, man. You really don't believe. You really have no belief, man. All right? You gotta have belief in this thing, man. You gotta believe what we up here saying. You better believe that shit, man. Wholeheartedly. The Lord knows if you believe or not, man. If you out here just faking the funk, you really don't believe this thing, you just doing it just cause.
Yep.
The Lord knows that, man. You know? You gotta believe this thing, man. We gonna enter into rest. But right now, we gotta put in the work to enter into that rest. Was that Hebrews, the 4th chapter? Hebrews 4 was that 2, 3?
I start at the top. Yeah, it says Hebrews 4:1. It says, "Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into His rest,
Yep.
any of you should seem to come short of it."
Yep. You come short of what? The rest.
Yep.
You know? You be found not worthy to enter in. Like Jake in the wilderness, they fell short. All right? Go ahead.
It said, "For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them, but the word preached."
And this is good news. What we've been out here speaking for the last hour right now is good news to Israel, man.
Right.
If you don't want to believe that, you're not worthy of making it, man.
That's right.
You really don't deserve to come into it, man, because you didn't believe it. All right?
It says, "For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them."
Hey, it was preached to us as well as other Jakes, man. This word is being preached all over the world. All right, we preach about the good and the bad, the bitter and the sweet.
Right.
All right? Majority of it is lamentation, mourning, and woe.
Yes.
Blood, destruction, evil.
The nastiness and grittiness of the scripture
Yeah.
that you got to go to get to the wonderful abundance of pleasure
yeah.
and righteousness and, you know,
Milk and honey.
milk and
Yeah.
honey.
We gotta earn the kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Most High is for us, but He's not just gonna hand it over to us.
Right.
Good.
If you don't endure if you don't endure the hard, the evil set before it, how could you deserve the good? So roughly paraphrase 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it says, as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
See?
Yep, they didn't have the faith.
That's
to
you
believe.
niggas that fall out. You niggas, you lose faith because really you believe this is it. You believe this current world, you believe this is the kingdom, man.
Yep.
That's the main motivation why a lot of niggas fall away, man. Those two niggas that fell away out of DTA and went down there to Phoenix. Their heart's desire was bitches. And they couldn't contain, they couldn't suppress it. They couldn't wait until the kingdom. They couldn't, you know? They couldn't just endure. They want
Lost-
Jake want instant gratification, man.
Lost patience.
We close
Lose
to the
patience.
end.
Yeah.
Even if it's this year,
Yeah.
it's 10 years, we close.
This
Yeah.
the cold thing,
know?
man. You don't have to get this up for no broad. Broads come. Every man in this truth got a woman,
Yeah.
and if he don't, he choose not to. But he get one when he want
If
to.
the Most High know
And-
you need one, he'll give you one.
Yeah.
You got eunuchs.
Yes.
You know, the Lord set up eunuchs. You're gonna have those, man.
For some men, that's their lot to have to be tested to not have them.
Yeah, exactly.
For some men, that's not going to be a big deal. You just give them.
For some brothers, a woman might be too much of a distraction.
Right.
So it's better for him to serve the Lord
Yeah.
by himself. You know.
That's why there ain't no reason to fall out of this for no woman, man.
Right.
A lot of guys, they see these bitches out here, they see what these niggas in the world got, and they envy after that shit.
Yeah.
We had 2 niggas in this camp like that. And every brother in every
First
other
time I
camp all over the world didn't have a nigga like that in their camp.
So let me pinpoint it then, like I was about to do.
I got something for you
The
too.
pinpoint thing is this: a lot of guys that fall out, they fall out at the point where they wanted to stop instead of continue the infliction to continue to increase. Now I was cool with just not having losing a good paying job, but being able to do this and that. But now that this level done got turned up, I can't handle that. You know, that's right where they fall out.
That's Matthew.
You know why it ain't no
Matthew
reason to do it?
13.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
once you go,
Yeah.
once you say,
like 30. It's about here.
Matthew 13 and like 20.
20 years, 20 years.
it's like y'all, once you go,
Right.
it's time to get back to work.
Yeah.
Matthew 13 and
What,
20.
Yeah.
what else you gonna do? Once you go,
You be
time
like,
to get back to work. What you can't
get
do
right
that
back
all
up.
day.
Yeah, you just get right back, you know. You sat for a second,
You good.
took it in, hey, get back up. Hey, time to start back working. Hey, but if you got the right mentality, that refreshed you enough to push through the next that's coming. The Most High throws you those bones to get those
Man.
eyes.
Man, there's too many faggots in the world for me to just hug.
Right.
There's too many homos and,
Right.
and dykes and freaks, man.
No, I don't mean eye as far as, I just mean eye to get you to the next moment, you know.
Right.
Not to
No,
say
that
eye,
only
but
our
for the
moment, we
world.
get that among ourselves,
Right,
man.
no, but their eye is like, I want we can stay just like this.
Right.
That's the eye that they talk about.
I got my man cave, I got this, I
Yep.
got that.
The big screen.
The big screen
Wifey
TV.
got a good job.
Yeah.
I don't gotta work. You know,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, as far as
shit.
I'm a damn demon. But anyway, as far as the way the world, a brother's life may be set up, and that's that moment that they don't want to go no further. But guess what? The word is living water. You gotta move with it when it moves.
That's right.
Things are, you gotta roll with it.
That's right. Yeah, get that real quick.
It's
Matthew 13.
It's Matthew chapter 13, verse 21. Ye had he not root him in himself, but dureth for a while.
Yeah, meaning he didn't have a solid foundation. The Lord didn't root him in. All right, he came in another way. That's a lot of guys, man, because they never
Crept in
count the
unaware.
cost before they come into this thing.
Yep.
All right,
They didn't consider that it would go beyond
yeah.
that moment, that moment.
They
you
didn't
know?
think that this, when you come into this, the things that you may have gained when you was in the world, you're gonna take all them losses.
Yep. And
You know?
can I bring up something that the apostles did through the Spirit? But it did a lot of different things. When they brought them tests, when we had to take them tests, guess what? That got us on a level, but that made a lot of guys
Rooted a lot of
guys out.
Yeah.
Because they was cool with just showing up on Saturday and not having much to do all week, but then show up on Saturday and they just deal. No. Now all through the week you gotta read and study and look up and do all
And
kinds
it
of
helped.
stuff.
It helped.
Yeah, but it was a benefit to them. But a lot of
Yeah,
those
it
guys rooted them out because they were slothful.
That was a way to sift.
Yep, sifting process.
It was sifting, man. You finish that?
Yep.
For when tribulation and persecution arises because of the word,
Yep.
by and by he is offended.
That's right.
They couldn't take the tribulation. Getting persecuted, losing everything, they couldn't take it, man. They wanted their world right here in America, man.
That's right.
Right up under this damn pedophile,
Yeah,
homosexual
yeah.
white man.
Exactly.
That's the way Jake sees the kingdom. All right? We have no friend but Caesar.
That's the parable. everything.
You know? Caesar is our friend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's why they fall away, man, because they can't see the bigger picture, and really they don't have faith.
Hey, read 22 also.
They don't have faith. You still in Hebrews, right?
Yes.
Go back to Hebrews.
Back to chapter 13, verse 22. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of the world and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh
Hey, because the
unfruitful.
things that you want to do in the world choke you out to where you can't. The things that you want to do, this word begins to weed those things out and purify those things out of you. But you want those things still part of your life.
You gotta make a
I
choice.
still want to have an abundance of bitches. I still want to be able to hang with my niggas in the hood. I still
weed
want
all
to smoke weed. You know, I still want to partake in all these things. But the word, I still want to just kick it all week. No, now you got to study. Now you're gonna lose a woman. You know, all on and on and on. These things are supposed to happen to test you and try you, and they choke the word, and then you become unfruitful. Unfruitful for the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, because you can't get over those things placed in front of you of to get over them. You know, to be able to get past them, to become fruitful for those things, to push it out the word study and so on and so forth.
Basically, your mind is on the earthly riches and not on the heavenly riches, man.
Right.
So because you focused on the worldly riches, the Lord can use you to spread out the heavenly riches, man.
Right.
What you worried about your physical bank account in the world instead of building up your spiritual bank account? You know.
Hey, that's just like a cashier. You worried about what's gonna go in your pockets,
Yep.
but you're not keeping up with what's going in the register.
Right. You ain't keeping the registered money.
You ain't
right.
even keeping the money in the register.
Now
right.
realize you're supposed to get paid out of that registered money. You know?
They gonna manager gonna take that out your check, man. You ain't making profit, you making losses right now. Because you only concerned about your pockets, man.
Yeah.
Worry about the work. Worry about getting the real money that we need right now. Worry about that, and then you gonna get what you want in your
And
pockets,
which that
man.
money, like we was talking about, was what? Wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
Go for that. Hey, first he said Matthew 6 chapter. First seek ye the kingdom of heaven and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you.
That's it.
Do you have more on there? Or you want me to go?
That was it.
Back, Hebrews 4 and 2 it says, for unto us was the gospel
We
preached,
finna close out.
as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
It didn't profit them. All right, they were unfruitful in their works, man. They pretty much the Lord had no use for them. Because it went in one ear and it might have registered for a little bit, but then it went right back out. They lost the oil, man. They no longer believe, man. They don't believe this thing of ours. They fall out and they start scoffing against it, showing you that they never really had belief.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, for we which have believed do enter into rest.
But those that do believe, they're going to get the kingdom. We're going to get all the heart's desire. We're going to get all the blessings. All the things that you want on this side, we're going to get it, but we're going to get the incorruptible version of it.
That's right.
And we're going to get it in abundance.
Right.
That's what we believe. And guess what? Read that again.
It says, for we which have believed do enter into rest. As he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. For he spake in a certain place, and on the seventh day, wait, hold on. Yeah. I gotta keep reading. For he spake in a certain place on the seventh day on this wise, and the Most High God did rest the seventh day from all his works. And this is a place again, if they shall enter into my rest. You get that real rest of seeing all of that labor begin to benefit you, pay off.
What?
Seeing, that was it?
Keep going.
Verse 6, right? Yeah, it says, seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached enter not in because of unbelief.
And back then, that was the wicked Pharisees.
Right.
They wasn't counted worthy of the gospel of salvation. That's why Apostle Paul, the apostles, they went to the Israelite foreigners, the Gentiles. All right? Same thing applies to today. All right? If you don't believe it, all right, we're going to preach it to the man who's of a lowly estate, but he's an Israelite, and he's going to believe it. We looking for the fruits that's going to remain, man. All right?
I can read down.
Read all the way to 11, and we're going to close out.
Yeah, kind of, that's exactly right. Verse 7, it says, again, he limited it a certain day, saying in David, today, after so long a time, as it is said, today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts. For if Yahushua had given them rest, they would, then would he not afterwards have spoken of another day. Therefore remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High God. For he that, because look, the northern kingdom wasn't over there when he was giving out that rest over there, when he was talking about the rest, when this was written over there. So we have to first come back together to fulfill what was said in Ezekiel. Anyway, it says, for he that is entered into his rest, he also shall cease from his own works, as Yahweh did from his, or Elohim did from theirs. Right? So let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest.
Let us therefore labor to enter into that rest.
Right.
This is not our rest. Going back to Micah 2 and 10.
Yep.
Okay? This is Babylon the Great here, man. This ain't our dwelling place. This is the land of our punishment, man. Y'all forgot, man, we came over here on the La Amistad.
Yep.
You know, we came over here on the Monroe. All right, the Antelope. We didn't come over here on the damn Queen Mary, the Queen Elizabeth, the cruise liner.
What's the one, man? Carnival cruises.
Yeah.
We come over on that.
Them
Man.
little big ass ships on the coast of Florida and shit. We didn't come here with that, man. You know?
We came over here to serve hardcore bondage, and that's what we continue to do to
over
this
here.
day.
We came over here to labor.
That's it.
And we had to do that labor to get into the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whether that was that slavery labor or the labor that we're laboring with this word.
Change.
Really,
Yeah.
this
Right,
labor.
that's what I'm saying.
The other
But that
labor
had
was
to
for
take place.
punishment.
Yeah, but that had to take place also. Though.
The slavery labor, that was for our punishment.
Right.
The labor in this work, that's for salvation. That's for
right.
the kingdom.
That's right.
Go ahead.
So let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
And that's all you fallouts.
Yeah.
You are those that was overthrown in the wilderness, man. You are those wicked Pharisees, scribes, chief priests coming back. All right, basically the 2/3, man. All right, what it boiled down to is faith, belief.
Right. And that's a gift.
And that's a gift, man. The Lord got to give you that gift. All right, one more scripture and we out. Hebrews 13 and 14.
I'm standing there. Hebrews chapter 13 and 14.
Yeah.
It says, for here have we no continuing city.
Yeah,
but
we don't have a continuing city, man.
But we seek one to come.
But we seek one to come. That's the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
Oh, I gotta keep reading, right?
All right, that's the day that we hate. We hasten the day of the Lord because that's what's gonna come when He comes back. All right.
Let me keep reading. It says, by him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which is we are doing now, right? Continually. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to His name, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right?
There it is.
But to do good and to communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifices the Most High is well pleased.
This is our sacrifice, man. Doing His work, man. All right. And we seeking the kingdom to come. All right. So with that, we're gonna shut down. All right. Death to this place. All right. We're gonna give all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Death to the 2/3, death to the so-called white man, and death to America, all right?
Right.
Shalom.